The German shepherd planted himself in front of the birdcage at exactly 6:47 a.m., and what Emma Richardson witnessed would change everything she knew about animal intelligence. Her dog Rex refused to move for 14 hours, and what he was protecting would soon captivate millions worldwide. Before we reveal what happened in that Boulder, Colorado home, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because this story will leave you absolutely stunned. Emma Richardson, a 29-year-old wildlife rehabilitation specialist, lived in a charming house on Willow Creek Drive. Her 4-year-old German shepherd, Rex, wasn't just a pet. He was her partner, protector, and most trusted companion. "He's not like other dogs," Emma would tell colleagues at the Rocky Mountain Wildlife Center. "There's something almost human in how he understands things." Her co-workers would smile politely, but Emma knew better. She had watched Rex demonstrate problem-solving abilities that left veterinarians amazed. Then there was Rio, the blue and gold macaw who entered Emma's life 3 months earlier. Rio had been rescued from an illegal exotic pet operation busted by Colorado wildlife enforcement. The beautiful bird had suffered tremendously, kept in a tiny cage without proper care for 2 years. When Emma first saw Rio, her heart shattered. The macaw was severely malnourished, and, most heartbreaking, he had stopped making sounds entirely. Macaws are among the most vocal birds on the planet. Rio's silence testified to his trauma. "Emma, I don't know if this one can be saved," Dr. Marcus Chen, the chief veterinarian, told her. "His psychological damage is severe. He's essentially given up." But Emma couldn't give up. Against advice from colleagues, she brought Rio home. "You're making a mistake," neighbor Mrs. Patricia Holbrook warned. "That big dog will probably try to eat the poor thing." Emma had researched introducing parrots to households with dogs. German shepherds weren't typically recommended as companions for birds. But something miraculous happened. Instead of showing predatory interest, Rex understood Rio was fragile and needed protection. Slowly, Rio began to change. After 2 weeks, he ate on his own. After 3 weeks, he moved around his cage. After 4 weeks, he made his first sound, a soft chirp that made Emma cry. Through it all, Rex remained nearby, a silent guardian communicating in a language beyond words. November 18th started like any ordinary Tuesday. Emma's alarm went off at 6:15 a.m. She shuffled to the kitchen, still half asleep. Rex usually greeted her at the bedroom door, but this morning was different. This morning, Rex wasn't there. "Rex?" Emma called. "Breakfast time." Silence. Rex always came when called. Always. She walked to the living room and saw him sitting perfectly still in front of Rio's cage, his body rigid, ears forward, posture radiating intense focus. "Rex, what's wrong, buddy?" The dog didn't turn. His eyes remained locked on the cage. Emma's gaze shifted to Rio. The macaw was huddled in the corner, feathers fluffed up, a classic sign of distress. His breathing was rapid, chest rising and falling in quick, shallow movements. "Oh no," Emma whispered. She heard a faint rattling sound from the bird's respiratory system. As a wildlife specialist, Emma knew that sound. Severe respiratory infection. Avian infections could be fatal within hours.
Before we continue, if this story is touching your heart, please press the like button, subscribe, and stay with us because many more beautiful stories are coming. Thank you, my dear friend. Now, let us continue. Emma reached for the cage door latch. That's when Rex moved. The dog shifted directly in front of the door, blocking her access. He didn't growl or bare teeth. He simply positioned himself as an immovable barrier, eyes meeting Emma's with almost human intensity. "Rex, I need to help him. Move, boy." Rex didn't move. Emma tried to push him aside. The dog, who had never disobeyed her, planted his paws more firmly. His eyes moved from Emma's face to the cage and back, as if desperately trying to communicate something. And then she saw it. Behind the cage, barely visible in the shadows, a thin stream was seeping from under the heating vent. The smell hit her, a distinctive chemical odor. Natural gas. Emma's body went cold. The sulfur-like odor was unmistakable. Her mind raced. Gas leak. Enclosed space. Any spark could trigger an explosion. Her hand had been reaching for the metal latch. If she had opened that door, if metal had scraped metal in an atmosphere saturated with gas, they all would have died instantly. "Oh my God," Emma breathed. "Rex, you knew! You knew!" Rex wasn't preventing her from helping Rio. He was preventing her from causing a catastrophic explosion. But how? This was understanding cause and effect. This was recognizing danger and making a calculated decision.
Emma's training took over. Don't panic. Don't create sparks. Get out. Get everyone out. Moving slowly and deliberately, Emma gripped the cage sides, avoiding metal contact, and lifted. The 40-pound cage made her arms shake. Rex moved with her, staying between Emma and the vent, maintaining his barrier position. Together, they reached the front door. Emma's hands trembled violently. She nudged the door open and stumbled onto the frost-covered lawn. The cold air hit her like a slap. She set Rio's cage down and collapsed beside it. Rex stood guard, still alert, still protective. With shaking hands, Emma dialed 911. "Gas leak, 1247 Willow Creek Drive, major gas leak. We're outside, but you need to send someone immediately." Within 7 minutes, 3 fire trucks, a hazmat vehicle, and an ambulance arrived. The hazmat team approached with detection equipment. Emma heard one firefighter say, "Those readings are off the charts. Another 10 minutes and the whole house would have been a fireball." Captain David Morrison of the Boulder Fire Department approached Emma. "Miss Richardson, you did exactly right. The leak was from a cracked valve. It had been seeping gas for 6 to 8 hours. The concentration was at explosive levels." "My dog stopped me," Emma managed. "I was going to open the bird cage, metal latch, right near the gas." Captain Morrison looked at Rex with awe. "Your dog stopped you from creating a spark?" He knelt to Rex's level and extended his hand like a handshake, as if Rex were a fellow first responder. "Son," he said seriously, "you saved your family today. You're a hero." Dr. Chen arrived and examined Rio. "He's stable. The respiratory distress is from gas exposure, not infection. With oxygen therapy, he'll recover fully."
He looked at Emma emotionally. "If you had kept him inside another hour—" Emma's supervisor, Janet Reeves, arrived with oxygen for Rio. "In 23 years, I have never heard of a dog demonstrating this level of cognitive protection. This wasn't instinct, this was reasoning." The story spread rapidly. By afternoon, local news was covering it. By evening, national networks picked it up. The video of Rex beside Rio's cage on the lawn went viral. 20 million views in 48 hours. Dr. Patricia Brennan, an animal behaviorist from Colorado State University, contacted Emma. "What Rex demonstrated is extraordinarily rare. He recognized a threat requiring abstract reasoning. Understanding your well-intentioned action would create catastrophe. That cognitive processing is remarkable." Dr. Brennan's tests showed Rex demonstrated problem-solving in the 99.8th percentile for canines. It's his emotional intelligence. Rex understood social dynamics. He predicted your actions and intervened. That shows theory of mind, understanding others have separate thoughts and intentions. The American Kennel Club awarded Rex the Canine Award for Excellence. The International Association of Firefighters made Rex an honorary member, only the third dog in the organization's history. 3 months later, Emma, Rex, and Rio had settled back home. On a snow-covered Sunday afternoon, Emma sat on her couch watching snow fall. Rex lay at her feet. Rio sat on his perch in his honored cage position. Then Rio spoke. Not tentative chirps, but a clear, distinct word. "Rex," Rio said. Emma's head snapped up. Rex's ears perked forward. "Rex, good Rex," Rio continued. Then, in an extraordinary display of cross-species gratitude, "Thank you." Emma burst into tears of pure joy. She dropped to her knees and wrapped her arms around Rex's neck. "You saved us," she whispered. "You beautiful, brilliant boy." In his cage, Rio bobbed his head. "Good Rex," he repeated. 3 different species understood a universal truth, that love is protection, that intelligence comes in unpredictable forms, and that bonds between beings can be stronger than instinct, deeper than training, and more powerful than we imagine. This story reminds us that animals are family members with thoughts, feelings, and capabilities that surprise us. Rex didn't just act on instinct. He thought, reasoned, and chose to protect those he loved. If this touched your heart, hit that like button now. Subscribe and click the bell icon. Drop a comment about your own pets. Have they surprised you with their intelligence? Emma still lives in Boulder with Rex and Rio. She speaks at schools about animal intelligence and listening to our companions. Rex still guards Rio's cage daily, not because there's danger, but because that's what family does. Thanks for watching, and remember, the creatures we share our lives with are capable of far more than we imagine. Pay attention, listen with your heart, because sometimes the most profound wisdom comes from the silent devotion of a loyal companion who sees danger you cannot see and loves you enough to stand in its way.